LabC LIMS is a laboratory information management system. It comes with a support forum attached on the homepage. You can enter the username, password and log into the system. A very simple and easy to use dashboard is seen. This is also compliant with iPads and most other tablets. You have various modules laid out in front of you, along with a quick search panel and a quick links panel on the left to go to any page of the software. Apart from that, you have the login status to log in, log out on help, and you have an alerts bar. To enter the work order, simply click on the work order entry sheet. Two processes are possible. One in which you have a single page entry and sample collection. This is ideal for labs which have collection centers or do the sample collection at the same time. The second work order process is where you have a schedule and bill created. The sample collection happens at a different location or in a different room where the entry for the sample collection is entered separately. Here we see the single screen entry. Thus, for any given test, the samples are automatically detected and shown. No two sample barcode IDs or code IDs are allowed to be the same. This is as per the NABL guideline. The billing is automatically done at the bottom. Simply need to enter the amount paid. Hence, a schedule with the bill and the sample collection is ready. Now you can go to accession, you can print the lab worksheet, you can go to, email the following schedule, you can also SMS from here, and you can print it using different options. The next is the work order status. Over here, you can see all the entries you have just made. From this panel, you can have the two-page entry screen. Here, you simply select the tests, the billing is done at the bottom, and you save. Once this is done, you can actually go to accession or sample collection and complete the process. Now you can see the entry that we just made. Clicking on the name will go back to the schedule, the amount paid will go back to the bill. Clicking on sample collection, you come to the screen where you can collect the sample. It automatically, here you can also reject the sample if required. In case of rejections, it will ask you for a reason for rejection. Once entered, it will go into the rejected samples. You can see all your rejected samples over here. Alerts such as SMS as well as display alerts can be created for rejected samples so that they are taken due cognizance of. Next is the bulk sample addition screen. Here, what you can do is your sample collection person can only have access to this module. Simply select between two dates, a particular barcode, or by different search parameters, search for the sample. Here you can keep on adding these samples one by one on a single screen. Similarly, there is a reporting module. Here you can select reports of different groups, different tests, etc. These are all reports together and simply click on add to add the template. Once added and saved, you can actually go to the next template from this very screen, hence saving the person time. As you can see, we have a template based system. We have over 480 templates possible in the software. You can enter the values, you can enter the integration comments, technology, notes, etc. You can add a doctor's signature. Once done, you can again email test report, SMS some test parameters, print out with different options. Let's enter a test that we had added some time back. So by clicking on it, we can enter the test template. You can enter the sample date, report date, etc. Most of these are auto-generated. Enter the values as required. You can enter the interpretation, select the doctor's signature, and click on update. When you click on print, you can have a print with the signature. You can also have a print with or without letterhead. Now if you go to the work order manager, you will see that this is changed to brown, indicating that all information is done except the bill payments. In case a bill is partially paid, we have an unpaid bills report. Simply click on that, enter the two dates, and you will see an Excel sheet of all the people whose bills have not been completely paid. Next up, we have the patient record search. Simply enter the patient name or some of the other parameters shown. You will see the output. Click and you will see the billing as well as the report history of the patient. In case of certain parameters like HbA1c, etc., even graphical outputs can be seen over a given time for certain tests. Next up, we have accounts. In accounts, you can add bill, search bill, view bill reports by various parameters, add maintenance and expenses, hence create a complete ledger of your system, of your lab. Click, you will see a complete ledger which we can print or export to Excel. Hence, this manages the accounts of the lab to a certain level. Under management options, we can add and view staff. We can add various samples and create new samples and attach them to tests. You can update lab information. You can also update lab access control. That is, for every given user, you can define till the page level which pages they can access and which they cannot. Here we can see the sample type list. We can create new samples if required for when new tests are innovative tests are added. You can update the lab information. You can also outsource tests. For every given selected test, you can actually select an outsourced lab. Given that, you can have a separate rate list for them and actually do your monthly calculations for them. The template editor is the most powerful template editor in any lab software. Here you can see that we have over 480 tests. You can actually create or update lab templates. You can update the test name, test code, interpretation, etc. Update the rates, update what samples are required, and also update reference ranges, parameters, validations. You can also create formulas, just like in Excel over here. As you can see, you can also create drop-down menus directly inside the template. Below we can see some formulas which are given. These formulas work automatically in the add page of the template. You can also define SMS templates complete with the auto picking of parameters or values directly from the template once defined in the given format. You can also attach certain inventory for auto debit to this template. Next is insurance and healthcare management. Here you can basically have a rate list for insurance companies and select which patients come from there. Once that happens, you can actually have a complete accounting for them. Next is profiles. You can add various profiles of tests, that is 6 or 7 tests bundled together with a common amount. SMS and email is also possible from the software. There are various options for SMS and email. Next is the collection center. You can add a collection center complete with its credit, its highlight, status, etc. You can see the credit limit, the total billing, etc. given from the software. And lock and unlock the collection center. Most importantly, you can give a collection center a separate login where they can log in and actually have work order entries entered at their end. This is only possible if the software is online. We also have inventory operations. Here you can add inventory, debit inventory, create vouchers. This is directly attached to accounts. Referrals allows you to add referring doctors with their rate list and manage their amounts to be paid per month. Next we have the quick search, as we mentioned, as well as the quick links module. You also have alerts where you can have display email and SMS alerts for various people within the software so that they can be sent reminders like an internal communication system. This is the overall gist of LabC. Thank you.